This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. So I appreciate if you're new over here, hit the subscribe button, the notification button. We drop videos on a daily basis over here, people. You never know what we're gonna drop, so you be the first one to know. Huge shout out to y'all, the new people in the 2A community and stuff. We appreciate that and everything. We'll need you in the long run. Also, I want to appreciate all the comments and stuff, the energy, the teaching and learning and stuff, the feedback. So I enjoy that. I appreciate y'all for doing that and everything. It helps out the channel. Also, support your 2A channels and gun channel people. You see what social media is doing to us and everything, pushing us further down, the rankings and stuff. And also another shout out to y'all that smash the like button, share it on your favorite social media platform. And another shout out to y'all that come over here every single day through the good and the bad and the ups and downs. Nothing moves in a straight line, people. So with that said, we're going to talk about some firearms, give you some firearm news. We're going to give you some good positive energy, people. When it comes to firearm, you see so much negativity on social media, your local news station. It's just so much that is going on. This administration is attacking the law-abiding citizens on a daily basis, trying to unarm law-abiding citizens who are just trying to protect themselves and their family and stuff like that. And, this administration doing nothing to stop the criminals. And so what we're going to do, we're going to read the good guy with the gun stories. Good guy with the gun stories, because this administration is not stopping criminals for what they're doing. They're basically trying to stop law-abiding citizens from protecting themselves. And so we're going to give you some good news and stuff when it comes to firearm and everything. So we're going to read the good guy with the gun story. So we're going to go get into the first one. Now, this was in Dublin, California. Now, a lawful gun owner relied on his Second Amendment right to defend himself when an ex-girlfriend was armed with the acquaintance assaulting him in his own home. Now, police said that the ex-girlfriend and acquaintance showed up that she wanted her possessions back, but instead threatened the residents with a gun. Now, he fired at the two attackers as they fled and called police. The ex-girlfriend was killed and her acquaintance was wounded in exchange of gunfire. Now, police determined that the lawful gun owner acted in self-defense. Now, the armed acquaintance was charged with her death under a state law, which was called the Provocative Act Doctrine, since the ultimate they provoked the violent confrontation. So we're going to go over the next story. This was in Columbus, Indiana. A homeowner shot and killed an intruder wielding a baseball bat who broke into his home in the middle of the night. Now, the intruder may have been in the middle of a mental health crisis, as the Department of Veterans Affairs recently had requested that local law enforcement take the man to the hospital, but he refused to go. Neighbors report that in minutes before the shooting, the man was seen walking up and down the street in a highly agitated manner, smashing windows and cursing loudly. The third story, this happened in Mississippi. A man suspected in a string of burglaries picked the wrong house to break into. At the wrong time, the armed homeowner returned in the middle of the morning to find a burglar in his bedroom. The burglar tried to pull his gun, but the homeowner instead shot and killed him. The next story, this is the fourth one. This happened in Dallas. A concealed carry permit holder was socializing with a guest at a home cookout when three armed men attempted to rob them at gunpoint. The permit holder drew his own gun and fatally shot one of the robbers. The other two fled. That pretty much what's going to happen. When you have multiple robbers and when one hit, the other ones, they leave and leave the partner behind. So there's many stories I read about that. We're going to go with the next story. This happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A homeowner's son was asleep in the living room when he was awakened by the family dog barking at a man on the porch. The man demanded to see his fiancée, but was told he had the wrong house and needed to leave. Instead, the man broke into the family car, then tried to kick in the back door. The homeowner's son warned the man multiple times that he was armed and would shoot him if he stepped foot in the house. Nonetheless, the man barged inside. True to his word, the son shot and wounded the man, who retreated and was later arrested. So we're going to go with another story. This happened in Pittsburgh. A young father used his handgun to defend himself when his fiancée and their 10-month-old child after an intruder broke into their apartment and threatened them at gunpoint. the man shot and killed the intruder. The next story, Pierce County, Washington. The driver of a pickup truck began passing a car dangerously on a winding 2-lane road, then took offense when another driver honked at him. Police said the pickup driver stopped his truck, halting traffic, and then climbed out with a gun, pointing it at the people in the car behind him. A passenger in the car also was armed and ultimately forced to shoot and kill the pickup driver in defense of himself and those around him. The next story, Danville, Illinois. When several armed men in a ski mask kicked his door one night, a 31-year-old homeowner defended himself with his handgun, firing multiple rounds at the intruder. One was killed and the others fled. And I told you, when you have multiple people and when you put one down, the rest of them, leave their partner behind and stuff like that. There's many stories out there. This right here was in Warren, Michigan. A young man with a concealed carry permit was returning home from a late night out at a show when he was accosted on his doorstep by a man with a gun. The neighbor doorbell camera captured the next horror moment. The permit holder drew his gun in self-defense and fired promptly 10 rounds at his would-be attacker. The attacker, wounded, fired back, but did not hit the permit holder. About 20 shots were fired, police said, most apparently by the permit holder. Police arrested the intruder. The next story, Cape Coral, Florida. Now, a good Samaritan with a firearm in his truck defended 3 women from a man who followed him out of a bar in threatening manner. Now, the woman yelled at a passing vehicle for help, and the truck driver stopped and allowed the woman to take refuge inside as he confronted the aggressive man. The man retreated to his own vehicle when he saw that the truck driver was armed. He then rammed the truck several times while the woman was still inside. The truck driver fired a couple rounds into the tailgate of the man's vehicle and held him at gunpoint until the police arrived. Police charged the man with aggravated assault and determined that the truck driver acted in lawful defense of himself and the woman. This happened in Brown County, Texas. A 13-year-old boy used the family rifle to protect his grandfather during a domestic violence incident, shooting and wounding the man because he was fearful that his grandfather was going to be killed. Police said investigators said that man was actively assaulting the boy's grandfather and threatening other members, including a juvenile. Now, another story right here, this one, last one, Detroit. A woman shot and wounded a man who broke into her apartment in the middle of the night. A neighbor told reporters that it is a dangerous neighborhood and that there are regularly gunshots up and down the area. This time, gunshots were fired from a law-abiding citizen defending herself against a criminal. So I just read these good guy with a gun and stuff. There's a lot of these stories, people. I'm going to continue to read these and drop these videos and stuff like that. But you seeing all these stories, people, until people had decisions they had to make, and they was making the right decision under all this pressure and stuff like that. And when you're, like I said, when your life is threatened, bodily harm, or anything, or others and stuff that surround you, and you have a farm, people, that, you have these things, certain things that's going to happen that you're going to have to do and everything. But also you have to judge the situation too. So, make sure you know what's going on in some of these scenarios and stuff like that, and you're not on the wrong side of the law and stuff like that. But there's many cases out there where you have gun owners who made ultimate mistakes and stuff, and it costing them, their pretty much their life and stuff like that, and also costing them sometimes behind bars and stuff. So make sure you're on the right side of the law and not on the wrong side. And all these situations here is very easily to determine that, all the gun owners on the right side of the law and stuff like that. But, like I said before, check your state and local laws and everything. Know what you can do and can't do and stuff like that, because you can be put on the wrong side of the law very quick. And there's a lot of stories out there. But we know when you fear for your life, bodily harm or any type of, life and death situation, you got to do what you got to do, people. So just wanted to read you that and everything. This is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.